Yo people, it's your boy Guillyy here and welcome to episode 6 of the Top 250 series, or Movie Monday as we like to call it. And yeah, you lot have been showing so much love to the channel recently, so genuinely I thank you so much for that. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. This week I rolled a 200, 145, 140, 76 and 75. So starting off with 200 is actually, I would say, a great one to start off with. We have Jaws. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're even remotely into movies, or I would say maybe even if you've watched a movie in your life, you've either heard about Jaws or you've watched Jaws, you know, that classic soundtrack, you know, dun like everyone and their mums knows about it. So yeah, this isn't the first time I've watched Jaws, but honestly, I would say it's fantastic time to rewatch the movie. It was great. It really was good. I think Roy Schneider, I can't remember what his first name is. Either Rob or Roy, but I know his second name is Schneider. I think he done a fantastic job. I genuinely don't think you could have a better person be the main character in this movie. The same with Quint's character. Casting wise, I would say it was quite amazing. And overall story, suspense is, you know, it's just a lovely movie to watch because maybe not, I wouldn't say lovely is the right word because of some of the stuff that happens in the movie. It's just a classic. It's great whenever you're in the mood to watch something not too heavy, but also like kind of like thrillery / suspensey. Jaws is just a perfect watch, isn't it? But getting into the more analytical sort of side to it, I don't think Jaws is an absolute perfect masterpiece as maybe a few other people would think. Don't get me wrong, it is a great movie, 100%. It's just, it's nothing extraordinary, and that's putting no disrespect on Jaws whatsoever. It's just, with some of the movies I've watched, and especially some that are in today's video, I think the only place I can put it is a 4 out of 5. And again, no disrespect at all, it's a great movie. Maybe it's just not my type. Moving on to number 145, and I actually have to give some context towards this one because this is called The Chaos Class Failed the Class. This is a Turkish comedy. I'm sure maybe, well, at least I know definitely most of you, if not all of you, haven't heard of this movie. And that's because the only reason it actually is in the top 250 is because I believe Turkish people just all rated it like a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. And because it's so obscure, like, it's just past the threshold to the amount of people that had to rate it. And not enough other, like, English people or any other people from around the world have actually watched it and rated it. So it sits at an 8.5 IMDb rating on IMDb, sorry. And I'm thinking, I've never heard of this before. Never heard anyone speak about it before. Like, is this like a gem? Is this like a hidden gem? I watched it, and this movie was so bad. Like, so bad. The Chaos Class Failed the Class, I'm pretty sure it's like a series of movies. So kind of like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There's loads of other Monty Python movies. I believe there's loads of other The Chaos Class movies as well. It's like the Turkish version. But it is bad. Like, it really is bad. You know, aside from the flipping Saban, the only character in the whole show that can make me laugh, when there's like 30 characters, by the way, is ridiculous. Especially for something that's a comedy. Honestly, it was so terrible. It is by far the worst movie I have seen in the top 250. And I want to give it a DNF because, like, it shouldn't even technically be in the top 250. But, you know, I'll be fair to it, even though my rating isn't good at all. I'm actually going to give The Chaos Class Failed the Class a 2 out of 5. Moving on to number 140, we have The Father. Now, you know, when I roll these movies, I often just search them up just to see, like, you know, kind of, obviously the little bit about what it's about, but also, did it win any, you know, Oscars? Did it win any, like, great awards? And The Father, starring Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman, Anthony Hopkins actually won an Oscar for this, and I was very excited to dive into this project. But another sort of little bit of context, I have been watching so many depressing movies recently, and I'll talk more about that on Friday's video. But I've been watching so many of them, I really needed something lighthearted. That Turkish comedy was lighthearted, yeah, but it was terrible, so it made me feel even worse. And then now we have The Father, which I've heard and I've seen from like Letterboxd reviews. It is devastating. So again, after coming off of Friday's video, which you'll see soon, that rubbish comedy, and now this, I was in the worst state of mind possible. But anyways, I watched it. It's an hour and a half, so it's not very long at all. It was fantastic. Like, this movie was brilliant. Anthony Hopkins absolutely stole the show. Olivia Colman was great as well. And it is so captivating. It's devastating. It's borderline depressing, if I'm being honest. The whole, pacing and plot is honestly top tier. To give you a brief sort of explanation of it, Anthony Hopkins is playing this very old man with dementia, and he's sort of losing trust in his own daughter and the people around him, and he's sort of battling that, and it's genuinely just so devastating. His performance was so good. It reminds me so much of Memento in the way it's actually like filmed, which is, it just speaks for itself, because I love Memento as a movie. Honestly fantastic. The Father, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. Moving on to number 76, it is a movie I absolutely adore, and I always have. We have Good Will Hunting. I can't say much about Good Will Hunting because it is near enough a perfect movie for me. I absolutely love it. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Robin Williams are just three people who have absolutely smashed it. Stellan Skarsgård, oh my, like, the cast is just fantastic. You hear it and you know it's going to be a banger. Emotionally captivating, deep, while also being, fun, and the romantic aspect is, again, just so engaging. So perfect. I absolutely love this movie. For me, Matt Damon and Robin Williams they're just so good, and rest in peace to Robin Williams. Honestly, what a talented guy, because again, he just absolutely steals the show, and I genuinely love this movie so much. I always, when people ask me like what's some of your favorite movies, Good Will Hunting is always in the conversation. And when I rolled it, like, I just had the biggest smile on my face, because I love rewatching movies that are just some of my favorites. I feel like you already know where I'm going in terms of the rating, but Good Will Hunting, 100%, it just has to be a 5 out of 5. Like, it's so good. Ben Affleck going up to the door and finally, figuring out that Will's not there anymore. He's gone, and he's going on to achieve bigger things, and it's just brilliant. It's so good, and yeah, Good Will Hunting, 100% a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the final movie of this video, we have number 75, Amadeus. Now, I hadn't watched this movie before. I actually watched it with my brother, and it was a great movie. Don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic movie. There's one thing that really impacted my viewing experience. It's the fact that, like, I took so many breaks in between the movie. Obviously not because of the movie's fault. It wasn't like boring or anything, but I just had to do so many other things whilst the movie was going on, and me and my brother, like, we could 100% feel the impact of that on our viewing experience. Like I'm saying, this is one of those movies that I'm definitely going to have to rewatch. I feel like I have one of these at least in every single episode of this series, where I need to rewatch this movie at some point down the line, because I feel like my rating will 100% change. But yeah, so Amadeus, which is it's honestly just like about the life of Mozart, but through the eyes of Salieri. And I didn't know what I was expecting going into it, but it really was quite like captivating. The music was brilliant. I mean, as it should be in a movie about Mozart, the music kind of does have to be amazing, right? Again, so engaging, and I really didn't quite expect to be engaged that much. I thought it'd be one of those movies where you kind of like just watch through, but I was completely wrong. Such a great movie. If you haven't watched it, please do. And yeah, again, it's one of those movies I definitely owe a rewatch to. So yeah, down the line, I 100% will. But as of right now, I don't think this rating's too bad. Amadeus, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. And with that rating being said, we are at the end of the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And, drop your thoughts down in the comments so we can have any conversations, any debates, whatever you want. If you haven't followed the Letterboxd already, please go and do that. I'll put it up right here on the screen. And yeah, it's been a blast making these videos for you guys every week. I hope you lot are enjoying it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.